Fox Media Group station.
ESPN Radio Sports Center.
I'm Steve Lennox. Vikings and Packers Sunday in Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, receiver Davante Adams, both listed as questionable. Rodgers has been held up out of practice this week after injuring his left knee in Sunday night's comeback win at home against the Chicago Bears. DeShone Kizer would start if Rodgers is unable to go. Falcons running back Devontae Freeman out Sunday due to a knee injury. Tevin Coleman will start in his place. Head coach Dan Quinn is hopeful that Freeman won't be out long. College football tonight on ESPN television. Memphis, 21 points in the first quarter, now in the second, leading at home 21-10 against Georgia State. Darrell Henderson over 100 yards rushing and a touchdown in the first quarter. Number 4 Ohio State, number 15 TCU, Saturday night from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. TCU head coach Gary Patterson earlier today with Golick and Wingo.
These guys have been in big games before. A lot of these guys, so they're excited about it. I think it's one of those things that watching them film that Ohio State's playing very well right now, have some talented guys. But, TCU's been in this position 1,000 times where you're the underdog and you do the things you need to do. And, that's kind of where we've got them where we want them.
Ohio State quarterback Dwayne Haskins, 9 touchdown passes in the Buckeyes' first 2 wins of the season. Ohio State TCU Saturday night on ABC TV. Canelo Alvarez and Gennady Golovkin both making weight leading up to Saturday night's fight in Las Vegas. Golovkin is considered the favorite for the rematch. Yankees 5 runs in the first inning, now up 5-0 in the third at home against the Blue Jays.
The Dodgers and Cardinals are right in the middle of a jam-packed National League playoff race, and they go head-to-head this weekend. Tomorrow at 12:30 Eastern and Sunday at 7 Eastern on ESPN Radio. Presented by Barbasol Lasers and Firestone.
Oh, shuck it, duck it, quack, quack. This is the Kevin Sutton Show, all action all the time on ESPN 580 Orlando. Get into the mix, man. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube, and you will see it's all about the madness, baby. All about the madness. But on top of the madness, what I want all y'all to do is realize you got to get registered to vote. People, this is the time. They're trying to push to get America to be 80% active in the voting. Our democracy. You got to get involved, man. And that's not Democrat or Republican. It's democracy. That's America, okay? Get registered to vote. You got plenty of time to make it happen.
The Kevin Sutton Show is proudly sponsored by Cruz and Pescara, PA, your personal injury attorneys. That's right. If you've been in a car accident, slip or fall, you want to talk about a full-service law firm. That's Cruz and Pescara, where you're not just a client, you're family. And if you step in and you give the passcode, you get the VIP treatment with everyone who supports the Kevin Sutton Show. But Cruz and Pescara, your eye for lawyer.
Yes, guys, and don't forget to download the podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, Podcast, and so many more. That's even Spotify. We are available everywhere with well over 400 episodes to download right now. Just type in Kevin Sutton Show, and for you iPhone and Google Play listeners, just make sure you leave a rating, a review, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. 5 stars, baby.
Cinco!
Do what you do, do what you do. All right. You know who I got in the studios with me. Y'all heard his voice. My man, the actor, the radio host. He's all of the above, but more importantly, Phil Stradamus. How are you doing?
Good.
Tomorrow, Saturday.
Today is Friday, baby. And my words of wisdom for you all are that don't tailgate people who have a winch. Not a winch, a hitch. Sorry, don't tailgate people.
City boy. You
Yes.
shitty boy.
Guru of
Oh, there you
guessing.
go.
The Sultan of Suggestion.
Okay, I got one.
The Prince of Predictions.
Oh, man. Are we really doing
Phil
this?
Stradamus.
Yes, my predictions for everyone. The day after tomorrow, there will be football.
There will be lots of football.
Lots.
You know, you sound like that the one black dude on Walking Dead that thought he was a king.
Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Yes.
He needed to die.
You know, he voiced a lot of your childhood characters on
Really?
cartoons. I'll tell you about him.
I hate that.
Yep.
Now I might have to like him. We'll see. And then I got my girl Mara with the ladies' point of view.
That's me.
AKA Commissioner. This street.
Dale, don't change
Not
the
yet.
music.
Not yet.
Dale. Hey guys, 52 days until my election, and then we don't have to talk about it anymore for a year.
That's what I've been. I know it's not good to like bribe people.
Oh, are you kidding?
Oh yeah, but I gave Nick a lap dance just before the show started, and I said, "Play."
That was hilarious, Nick. Oh my gosh.
Okay, I didn't. I was actually talking.
Let's tap on the brakes here just a little bit.
He's like, "No, you ain't."
He took his cool points right
DJ,
there.
stop all that. Shh. Nah, I'm just messing around.
Oh my gosh. Nick is funny when you don't expect it, you know?
Yeah, you gotta have
and
that.
sentimental too when you don't expect it.
And then I got my man Rich Rogers, always slipping and sliding on through.
What's up, Kevin?
What's
it's been a while.
up, man?
Yeah, I haven't seen you in a while.
Now you know there's lives in jeopardy right
Yeah.
now, and this weather conditions. We never know what's gonna happen. One, we know for sure power is going out.
My mom just told me her power went out. She lives in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, I
They
got a
got
report
pounded.
from a friend with Florida Power and Light, and they were saying they have about 17 grids, which that's almost into the 100,000s
Yes.
of people that they already starting to get glitches where they're going to be losing power soon. And we got somebody to talk to you guys about the loss of power and how you can help yourself. But when it's flooded completely, there's really not too much hope. So there's other things on
just
that
because you do
situation.
solar doesn't mean he does
you got
rafting.
Yeah. So, but during this time, there are a lot of crazy surfers out there that are excited about the waves that we're getting right here, especially on the Florida coast. We're getting it all around. A lot of guys are out there surfing, getting a grind on. And Rich, I'm sure you got a lot of friends, so your wall is flooded with man.
Yeah,
bro,
I saw
you
some
won't
pretty
believe
good
the
waves in
wave.
Cocoa Beach. It looked really good.
We're getting
Yeah.
around 7-foot waves right now, bro. We're ready to get down there.
Yeah,
and get
but
it
you know what?
happening.
I know you're talking like that, but also there's also the riptide effect, which
Rip
is not
what?
cool.
I'm about to rip this draw right now.
Yeah, the
man.
undertide,
Yeah,
you know?
for sure.
People, I think somebody recently died.
No,
you
it
know?
happens all the time, but the surf life.
Yeah, as long
is-
as you don't fight the wave
Don't
and
fight it.
the current, just let it
You
float
know,
out of it and then swim in.
it's easy to say when we're
Yeah.
sitting here in dry land to say, hey, man, when it takes you under, just ride it out.
But that's what you're
You
supposed to
know?
do. Did you not watch Finding Nemo?
I know, but when you're in a panic and you're in the, like, imagine putting Phil in the ocean and that happens, right?
Phil can't swim.
You want to know why that will never happen? Because I ain't taking my butt to the ocean.
But I'm saying, when you're in a panic, that's not what you're thinking. Like, oh, yeah, Nemo said ride it out.
Yeah,
No.
most people that don't know the riptides are people that are unfamiliar with the beach or the oceans. Most surfers are familiar with
Like,
it.
I don't even know what that means,
people that are
man.
vacationers.
What does that even mean? Write it out. What do I do?
Well, what you do
Float?
is you just float with like diagonal to the shore, and then it'll eventually take you out of it
To Cuba.
And then I mean a couple hundred.
To
yards.
Australia, man. Did you not watch Finding Nemo?
It will take you under, and it's happened to me before. But during that process, if you just sit back and not try to gas or breath and just like stay under, hold as much as you can,
Man,
and
Sit back,
will
don't
find-
breathe. Just
you
sit
will
back and
find-
don't breathe.
I'm dead.
Hold as long as you can and not trying to constantly get air.
I
You're
am
gonna
dead.
have to like if you
Like,
were
don't
like
burn up your oxygen fighting the
to get to the top.
riptide. Yeah.
go down, ride with it. And
Just go
I
with
tell
it.
you, when I came up out of the water, I was at Cocoa Beach. We were out there surfing, and I literally from the pier, the main pier where like coconuts and all that stuff is. It seemed like I was a mile down the other way. I'm like, how in the hell did I get this far? I didn't even know I got that far.
You started at Coconuts and floated down to the pier.
I was all the way down to the pier.
Yeah,
and
it's probably about a half a mile or so.
Yeah, so I thought I'm like, holy hell, this is why a black man ain't supposed to be in the water. But I got back in again, so you just got to pay attention, man.
But I did go over there prior to the National Kidney Foundation, and I went to a great movie. It was awesome. Yeah, it was about a surfer and his life. I could tell y'all later when we have more time.
Awesome. But you know what I would like to see is a movie on the Slater brothers. If they would do a full, like, what is it called? A full
documentary?
No, a documentary, but a full, like, on, like, at the movie theaters, not just like a little small release type deal, like where Hollywood puts Disney puts some big money into it.
Sure.
And do it. Because, I mean, we haven't had anything since the girl that got her arm bit off.
Oh.
Brittany Hamilton, yeah.
She was in the water, got bit by the shark, and they're like, give her a movie. And I'm like, okay, that's great, but she's not like the best surfer in the world forever.
Yeah.
And doesn't have a brother that's the best surfer in the world for almost damn ever. And then, like, has trained multiple junior pro surfers that are now the best surfers ever. Like, the dude's life goes on and on and on, and he has touched everyone in a positive way.
He was actually in New Smyrna Beach, I think, today or yesterday, because I have a friend of mine who surfs down there and says, hey, look who I ran into. A picture of him and Kelly Slater.
Yeah, and he's got the energy drink, Perp, which is the all-vitamin natural energy drink. So Kelly Slater's awesome.
Yeah, when we spoke to Brad J about 3 weeks ago, we talked about Kelly Slater, because there's a lot of talk about Shaun White. Is he going to make it to the Olympics for skateboarding? But he's been out of it for so long. But Kelly Slater can make it to the Olympics in 2020 in surfing because he's still he's in the top 20 in the world.
And
but as far as the USA team,
I
think he's 46. I think Nick was telling us on the air. So
not that we're getting old, but speaking of Nick,
46.
Yeah, see, he's up there, man. But he's doing. It's like Tony Hawk. If he wanted to, I think Tony Hawk can get in the X Games and still take home a silver medal for sure.
But he's $140 million richer than everybody else. So
yeah,
he's like,
I know.
I need to do that.
He don't even have
just
to.
to
He
do it,
put
just
a
like
body double in
I'm
there.
just doing it for my kids because they said I couldn't do it. I mean, that's what happens.
Yeah, that's true.
You take bets like that, but you can't win the X Games ever again. Well, I bet you I show you I will. But I got my man Nick in the building, ladies and gentlemen. Right now is the time to get lit. Now your boy Eminem he's got issues. Have you finally dipped in a little bit?
I've not had time.
He just released the diss back to MGK.
So what happened? I didn't get it.
I'm so far behind. What happened now?
Okay, all right.
It's drama, man. It's drama.
Eminem released a surprise album. He pulled a Beyonce. He didn't tell anybody it was being released. Kamikaze was released 2 weeks ago, and in one of the songs he disses a lot of the current rappers, but not anything hardcore. So other white rapper MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, got offended, and he released the diss track aimed back at Eminem, and it was pretty fire.
Yeah.
But now Eminem didn't say anything for a good 2 weeks, and today he released his diss track.
Is it really a rap battle that's two white boys fighting?
It's unseasoned beef.
Huh?
Unseasoned beef.
Not pre-washed.
It's unseasoned beef. But yeah, and so that track has been released today.
But M's new one that dropped today, I will give it to him. There was not a lot of mumbling.
Don't do that.
Oh no, in the original one, he went a little off, but he is back to his normal self right now.
Good, I'm in that.
Yes.
Hey, I want to start a tradition with football this season on the Kevin Sutton Show.
Just because you're hooked, don't try to reel in everybody.
It has nothing to do with fantasy football. But no, it has nothing to do with fantasy football.
Is it a wrestling football?
No. I'll explain when we come back. But
all right, we got to talk some sun, man.
Yes,
we need some.
But get a pin though.
All right.
Homework.
And I know we got Trent on the line, so when we come back, we'll get into some stuff. We'll talk about little things and wiggle before we get into the real things, because it's football season. No.
Winning at pretty much everything except sports radio. Winning. You're listening to the Kevin Sutton Show on ESPN 580 Orlando.
Everybody hands go up, and they stay there, and they say yeah, and they stay there.
Oh, dog. I don't know what to say. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know which way to go right now. Phil's got me upset. He's working on a new movie. He's trying to go big time, and he's like, "Oh, I'm leaving the Kevin Sutton Show as soon as I
didn't
get."
say that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
Like,
he's
"I
going
don't
big
need
time,
you."
and he said it's not going to be the Kevin Sutton Show anymore because me and Nick, because Nick's almost famous, and then well, actually Nick is famous because he's on like a whole TV show, but it's
And then
not.
Myra's got a billboard.
You're not on right now, right? Because it's not
Yeah, I'm
basketball
on.
season.
Oh no, I'm on. Oh yeah, I
You're
was
still
on
on? I thought
Monday,
it was just for
Wednesday, and
basketball.
I'm on tonight. No,
What the hell? Okay, so Nick's
I'm on
the
TV too.
I don't care anymore. Like, Nick is on TV. Phil's about to be in a movie. Myers on damn billboards. What are you doing, Rich?
What am I doing? Just working a lot. I'm not doing
Okay,
much.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Let's keep the levels down because my almost famous can't really work if everyone around me is famous.
You're stupid.
All right? I'm not hating. I'm not being petty. I'm just being me. And I say, damn.
Hey, we're
with all
just
of
being
you.
us.
So,
We
no,
just
I actually.
you're a stepping stone for us.
Oh, man. As you when I get to the White House. But I will say this.
Oh,
That I love you
really?
guys a lot, and I'm very glad for the success that has been going on around me because they say if you hang with chickens, you'll be a chicken. So, bok, bok. Hopefully, when y'all get there, y'all don't forget me. I said forget me. Don't forget me. That's what I'm doing to y'all if I get there first. No. I take it back.
First lady, baby, all the way.
Mr. Trent, I got him on the line. Before we go anywhere else, Mr. Trent, are you there with us? Are we clear?
Uh-oh.
Do we got a bad line?
T-Mobile phone.
That might be the boat.
Can you hear me now?
All right. Oh, man. Are you with them? No. Okay. All right. So Trent is an amazing guy that I met on Facebook. Also is a radio host for ESPN over in the other side of the world. But we actually linked up on Facebook, been talking, going back and forth. And I found out that this guy is actually legally blind.
All right.
And he
Yes, sir.
loves sports. And he literally has been involved in sports since a little kid. He was born legally blind, but he has enjoyed. If you all think about radio was the true way of listening to sports games.
Yeah.
Like, there wasn't like if you couldn't get out there, you couldn't be there to the game, you actually listened to it on the radio. And I remember as a little kid listening to boxing matches with my dad at work on the job site, listening to the baseball games, listening to the football games. And that did make me say, like, man, these guys are really like, they make you feel like they're there. And then I meet this guy that can't even see what's going on, but yet he's announcing sports and he's talking about it and he's doing the games. And I'm like, how are you getting all of this? So before we go into all of his life and what he's done, and we're just getting an update from him on a couple of events that we're going down in his recap of some games. And then we are going to do a full episode with him in the upcoming weeks to get a little bit more in depth on everything that's going on. So he is a part of our
Correspondence team.
I almost like died right there. Our correspondents that help us out and give us little updates and different things that are going on. How's it going, Mr. Trent?
Hey, I'm doing well, Kevin. Thank you for having me on.
You're all right, man. So I got my man Dr. Phil, Mara with the Ladies Point of View, and my man Rich Rogers, and Mr. Superfly Nick is in the building. And he actually listens to our show, not because of me. He actually thinks Nick is pretty cool.
Oh, no.
So
Oh,
he's
yeah,
like,
no,
he's
Nick
like,
and
Nick
I-
is so professional.
I've known Trent for a while.
Oh,
actually.
see, this
it's
this
great to have
sucks.
Trent on. Yeah,
This sucks, man. 'Cause
Collusion.
I was like,
Collusion.
this guy likes me, and he's like, well, actually.
Collusion. This is collusion.
No, I love all of you guys. You know, Nick is great. You know, all of you guys are very talented. So I can't tell you how
Can
much
you
I
repeat
appreciate
that?
that.
Now
Nick
he's lying.
doesn't think so.
I mean, like Trent's right.
What, that we're talented?
Yes.
Us?
Yes.
You're talking about
Yeah.
Phil, Kevin, and me? Oh, okay.
You never know with Nick, though.
I know you don't.
You never
you
know.
know. So Trent, what recaps do you have for us tonight so we can get a little excitement of what's going on in the sports world, even though NBA's not going on. So.
Right. So back on Monday, I actually recorded an interview with Tampa Bay Buccaneers sideline reporter T.J. Reeves, and we basically talked about the Buccaneers and recapped that Bucs-Saints game, that exciting victory where the Buccaneers scored, count them, 48 points in an opening day game. It was amazing. So TJ, my friend Chris and I actually talked about recap the Bucs game and talked about how Fitzpatrick really threw the ball well, and Fitzpatrick got the ball to his playmakers. He got it to Deshaun Jackson. He got it to Chris Godwin. He got it to Mike Evans. And that's the key for a quarterback. That is the key for a quarterback, getting the ball to the playmakers. Now, we talked defensively. Unfortunately, defensively, that wasn't very good in the first half. We had a lot of trouble tackling Alvin Kamara. Granted, every team in the league basically has trouble tackling Alvin Kamara, but the Buccaneers really made some adjustments in the second half, and we talked to TJ about those. So overall, it was a great interview, and I'm looking forward to this Sunday's game against the Philadelphia Eagles.
Now, what about the Bengals game? Because I was watching that game. That was
I was sickened when
right?
I come around the corner and Mars watching the Bengals game. I'm like, really? Really, though?
No,
really though?
That was a game, man. You couldn't help but get excited. And didn't they go up tremendously in fantasy football points too?
I had AJ Green, so I got 25 points.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Oh my goodness.
Trent, what's your thoughts on that game? Unexpected or expected?
It was expected. I will tell you. It was kind of expected. Unfortunately, our question for the Ravens, Joe Flacco really. They didn't do so well, and the thing was with Andy Dalton, he got the ball to the playmakers. He got it to AJ Green. I bet every fantasy owner's loving it because, excuse me, I had him on my fantasy team last year, but unfortunately we don't have him this year, which stinks. Was a little bit of a punch in the gut, but yeah, the Bengals did look good last night. I don't know if it was a combination of the Bengals looking good or the Ravens defense that bad.
Mm-hmm. No, I think I'm going to give Bengals their props because that was a nice game to watch, and it was an excitement and to see that kind of talent. You don't always see those kind of plays on a normal football game.
Or coming out of Ohio.
No, man, you do not.
So, Mr. Trent,
even LeBron left.
Oh my goodness, leave it alone, Myra. She's like, no, every time she has anything to say, it doesn't have to be relevant to basketball whatsoever. She just instantly throws in, LeBron James ain't nothing.
No, I didn't say that.
I'm like, I'm trying to get some booting. She's like, hey, you know what? LeBron James ain't nothing. I'm like, what does it have to do with us in the bathroom right now?
Stop. Oh, man.
Sickening. But Trent, where can people find you on social media and this actual recap of the show? You said you guys are uploading it. It's uploaded on the system for you guys' website right now?
Yes, sir. So, like I said, I do two shows. This is one of this is the terrestrial radio show that I do. It'll be on. It's under Chris Pinson ESPN Radio, and I'll send you a link so you can post it on the website if you'd like. And just as a side note, I also do a podcast, believe it or not, called Out of Sight Sports, which is released every Friday.
That's how I find them. Out of Sight. You get it. And I text Jacked Up all the time. So this is the funniest thing. So as I'm writing stuff, and he's like, "What you said?" I'm like, "Oh, my bad, dog. You didn't see that. Don't worry about it. I'll correct
it." No, sir, I didn't see it coming.
So I have to always I have to always make sure no slang whatsoever.
Trent, we just have to apologize. He has a disclaimer that comes on before the show comes on. Okay?
I have to make sure I write the right things when I'm talking to my homeboy. But he explained the whole way that he gets to see all this stuff, and it's it's beautiful, and I love that energy and his excitement about sports. So Trent, we're gonna get with you. Drop that link for all your information so we can go ahead and get that added to the podcast when we get off of here today. But I love you, brother. Stay safe. Keep on doing what you do. And once again, welcome to the family.
Hey, thank you very much for having me. And I just want to give one piece of advice to everybody. Yes, while I am totally blind, I don't let it stop me from accomplishing anything. Please do not let anything from accomplishing your goals. If you have goals, there's no reason why you can't accomplish them. Thank you, guys. Talk to you soon.
Well, he's a better Dr. Phil than I am. Jeez.
You're fired, Dr. Phil.
Hey, so can we go to break and then get in with Brandon?
Oh, man, we're going to get into it with Mr. Brandon. We're going to talk about those things in life. And then there's some cool things that are going on. We're going to find out. Stay right there. ESPN 580 Orlando.
Warning. You are listening to the Kevin Sutton Show on ESPN 580 Orlando. You have been warned.
You know what time it is. Oh, yeah. Back in the studio once again. My man Trent, love you, brother. Keep on doing what you do. And then we're going to spin it around. Hit me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. All under the username Kevin Sutton Show to get in the action, get in the mix. Disappointing fact. I was sitting there after the primary, and I talked to a friend, and she said I only vote during the general. And then I heard that actually like 70% of the population only votes during the general.
Hold on, let's take it out on the road. Nick, did you vote on August 28th?
Oh,
You guys gonna make me lie to you, or
don't lie,
No,
Nick.
don't lie.
I voted.
You're
That's
lying.
I did lie there. Yeah.
Yes.
How do you tell? He
I
lied.
did not vote.
First of all, no. But Nick, are you interested in voting in November?
I will vote in the general. Yes.
Why? Can you? Okay, seriously, we're not being jerks.
No,
But
no. Like, honestly,
Too many pick.
Like, I don't follow politics close enough. I should not have that responsibility. Dumb people
Nick.
like me should not have that responsibility.
People died for that responsibility.
I understand that, and I want to make sure that people that take it seriously use that responsibility properly. Me going in there and just circling stuff, not knowing what I'm voting for, that doesn't help anybody.
You just know right there.
You gotta
'cause
zigzag.
You actually got to fill in.
You guys think
Exactly.
not a circle.
See, exactly.
All right.
See what kind of trouble we're in here.
But one of the things that you guys know, of course, that I'm running for office since October of last year. It's never stopped. It seems like it just goes with my name. But one of the things I'm always talking about is a big word, and that is solar sustainability. It's about protecting our environment. It's about the future, and it's also about becoming less dependent on things and actually being able to sustain your home, your future, and financially save you money. So we met this awesome guy. His name is Brandon. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, how's it going?
And
how's it going, girl?
when you meet Brandon, first of all, Kevin loved his truck. Right, Kevin? His truck. And he loves to hunt, right? And when you meet him, you don't know if he's a redneck. He's what? Hispanic? Italian? I don't know. But Brandon, when I met him and he told me what his background is, I was shocked. And they do say people kind of judge you, ahead of time, and it's kind of bad, but it's the reality. I mean, you don't judge until like you're a bad person or whatever, but what does Brandon do? And Brandon is actually, and I don't say this much about people, Brandon's brilliant. Brandon is probably one of the smartest people I know when it comes to environmental and solar energy. So we want to welcome Brandon to the show from All American Solar. I want to say American Solar because it got me
You
off.
can just say American.
All American Solar. And Brandon, we were so impressed by Brandon. Brandon came to our house and actually took a look at what we need to do, and we are going to convert our house to solar.
Oh, nice.
Yes. So it is an investment, but in the long run, one, we're going to be doing better for our planet because we're not going to be dependent on fossil fuels so much.
That's right.
Number two, we're going to save a lot of money.
Reducing the carbon footprint. That's what we say in the industry.
Is that what you say, Brent? Did you teach him that?
I mean, why not?
I watched the Discovery Channel, sucker.
The sun is yours, Kevin.
Yes, it is.
and really becoming a family that when you go through these tragedies, of course, outside of flooding, where we went through Charlie, which we were out 9 days without power, and we went through what was it? The one last year? Irma. We were out without power for 7 days. No, that was 2 years ago.
Irma was last year.
Last year, yeah, because
y'all didn't have power for like 11 days.
No, 7.
7?
Yeah.
You lied, Kevin.
It was more than that.
Kevin's
right.
7 is 17,
Yeah.
He just adds 10 to everything.
Hey.
Just like inches.
Hey.
But we could have, they say in an hour of what the sun is, it's enough energy for what?
For a whole year.
Isn't that
Say
crazy?
what?
Yeah.
Hold up.
Yeah.
You just said an hour.
1 hour of sunlight is enough power to, fuel a whole year's worth of energy need across the globe.
For a home. Oh my God.
Yeah, 1 hour.
And you know what? There's crazy things happening too because Brandon was just sharing with me. What were you saying, Brandon?
As far as like some of
the vehicles.
the electric vehicles. Mercedes is coming in, Audi, Jaguar, and Porsche to take over the whole electric car market.
Wow. So they're trying to go after Tesla?
Yeah, they'll put Tesla down.
Oh, snap.
They're going to put Tesla down.
That could American-made Jaguar.
Yeah.
I heard it didn't do as good when they took it to America.
I mean, you got American and German engineering all in one, right?
But not only does
goodness.
Brandon love solar, Brandon loves sports.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh yeah, let's
And Brandon is a country music star on the rise.
He is.
So you got Nick on TV, Phil in movies, me on billboards, Rich in the ocean surfing and skateboarding, and then you got Brandon taking over Nashville. He's flying out to Nashville for real, coming up to go lay more tracks down.
I listened to some of his stuff, and it was actually very good. And I'm not a country fan, but I actually liked it.
I appreciate it.
Are you just lying just to get on the
Yeah,
cover?
and you
Are you
can
just
go.
lying to get on the
I
cover?
know,
You trying to be the other half of Hootie
No.
and the Blowfish?
No,
Shut up, man.
Brandon, you know what I'm talking about because when he was
You
in
know
here
what I'm talking
before,
about.
Yeah.
we were kind of bonding a little bit.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
he-
now
he-
you're bonding. Now you know Brandon, right?
He showed me.
Showed
He
you the
showed me
cover.
his stuff, and I like it. I
Yeah,
really like it.
I appreciate
Oh, you
it.
should have brought some, so we could have played it.
I mean, yeah, we could do that next time.
Oh, Brandon doesn't know about radio because he keeps looking at us like he wants to talk face to face. That's how personable he is. So when you see the echo go like this, that's Brandon talking.
Stay here on the mic like that.
That's why you got to break your neck. You got to look at the mic.
I didn't know that about solar though. That's incredible. Just 1 hour. So like, what are we doing?
Well, you know what it is? It's the industry. They don't want us to become self-sufficient. You know, how many barrels? And it's crazy. We're, for our country with the population we have, there's other countries that are more populated.
Right.
But we import more barrels of fossil fuel than anyone else around the world.
That's right.
That's really sad because it is creating more than just a carbon, what is it, Kevin?
Carbon footprint.
It's doing a sinkhole. So, but Brandon, one of the things that happens a lot is you guys all know we hear about all these solar companies coming up. You know, you get little advertisements in the mail, you get little commercials, but you got to be careful.
That's right.
Actually, Brandon was on Channel 9 going to save a woman who got taken
from
a solar company.
Aliens.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got taken from.
Yeah, from there.
Leave Neeson coming to get
Scam artists. Scam artists coming from other countries. No, not other countries.
No.
Coming from other states and
Yeah.
actually selling solar panels here in the state of Florida.
So what are they doing?
You got a bunch of like people that are buying systems from companies that aren't from here.
Mhm.
And then you got a lot of senior citizens in Florida, so about I think a little over a third of the population in Florida is over 55.
Mhm.
And then they're like so trustworthy, and then a company comes in and fast talks them, and then they buy a system, and then it doesn't do what they say. And then they get caught up in a loan, and they're on fixed incomes and disabled and all that.
Oh,
so it's pretty bad.
But one of the things about Brandon that I actually like a lot is that, they're trying to, during the last hurricane, a lot of seniors died.
Right.
Yes.
Because they didn't have generators. They died of heat strokes and complications. And Brandon is working a lot with a lot of these homes and facilities to give them backup, get them equipped, and with the backup batteries.
Right. We're actually starting to do one next week. Oh.
That's,
Sorry,
and that's what I'm talking about. So it's not just business, it's service.
Yeah.
Because heaven forbid, and we got skipped right now, but they're saying there's something lingering in the ocean right now.
The algae bloom.
There's like 4 of them.
No, hurricanes.
Oh, hurricane. Oh.
Yeah, let's hope not.
I know.
But so in the event of a power outage, which is one of the most common things that happen during a hurricane, you still have electricity?
No, if you have solar, like everything has to be grid tied. So the Public Service and Utility Commission makes sure that every system has to be tied to the utility grid. So you can't be off grid in Florida, unless you don't have electrical service that can run to you. So if you're in like the woods,
like where he lives,
in a forest. Well, I have access to power, but if I was like north of Ocala or Apalachicola, places like that where you don't have access to power lines, you can be off grid. Or like a hunting camp, you can have off grid power.
Now, why do they
money,
do
man?
that?
Yeah, I mean, the power company wants
Money,
you,
sucker.
Yeah, they want you to pay.
So they're saying, even though you don't need us, we want you to pay us.
Yeah.
And we'll block you.
But you can put a battery backup system on the house or a whole house generator system and couple it to your solar, and then you don't have to pay electric, and you can be 100% self-sustained even when the grid's down. That's a legal way to do it.
I thought it's illegal.
No, legal.
Okay, so you get the backup.
Yeah, you just got to invest in the extra cost of it. That's the only thing is it's just batteries aren't cheap.
Yeah.
And then you got to have the right environment to make sure you take care of them.
Oh man, see, I was interested in doing that too, but I don't own my house, but like that'd be really cool. I don't know much about solar, but that's really cool. Like
it is, man. It is, and unfortunately, we don't talk about it enough.
No.
We don't talk about it enough because there are so many people. I mean, when you fly into OIA, and you see the amount of houses. The one thing you always notice is how many people have pools.
Yeah.
Why are there so many mirrors on the roofs?
But they're not. And even some people only do partial solar, like for their water heater and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, because back in the days, it used to be very costly. And so most people didn't want to get into it. But now there's a lot of government grants that they've got coming up that we're still working on. Hopefully when we get a senator and our governors aligned with the same thought process, we will have a couple of things happen here in the state of Florida. I mean, we have the most
we are the second highest solar state in the nation outside of Las Vegas.
We have the
That's
sun
potential.
Yeah,
That's
the
what I read.
potential solar.
Potential, yeah. Yeah, we're not even in the top 10 as a state, though.
But I'm saying as in like the sun visibility.
The sun likes us.
Oh,
The sun
yeah,
likes us.
sunlight. Oh, yeah.
We are the sunshine state. So.
Yeah. But we're actually number 2. We're not number 1. We're number 2.
Why are we not funding
They're
this?
number 1. Huh?
Like, why are we not funding this?
Huh?
Why are we not funding this?
Yes.
Why are we
Write
not
a letter
funding
to
this?
your senators and your governors.
Governor
Myra, you need. This is what one of
I'm not running for governor, man.
Hey,
But it
this is
starts
something-
at the local
it starts-
government first.
Yes.
If you, as an Orange County Commissioner, District 3, start putting in your plans of saying, hey, Scott, when you become the next senator of Florida, you need to do this. And you say, Bill Nelson, if you're going to stay here, you need to do this. That's all you do. You got to put your foot down. People got to learn today.
Yeah.
If you ain't willing to learn, you don't need to be there. You need to go. Period. I don't care what party you in. Term limits, suckers. All right, stay right there.
Saying at least one stupid thing per day.
All right, Nick, you know the answer?
I don't know the answer to
Okay,
this.
how old
I
is
would say
Grapevine?
53.
They say black don't crack. So I'm going to go
Unless you're
60.
on crack.
This is the Kevin Sutton Show on ESPN 580 Orlando.
We want prenup.
Yes, it's a trifling friend indeed. Oh, she's a gold digger. Way over town. That digs on me. She kill me, man.
Give me all your money. Give it to me right now.
Yes.
Because I need to buy some more yard signs for Myers' campaign. That's what I'm putting it all to. I put all my money into yard signs.
Yeah.
Okay, not really. But everybody, take the time to get involved, man. So we got some great things coming for you. And one of those great things is you can go ahead and download the podcasts. Ain't that right, Mr. Phil?
Yeah, man. We are everywhere. Spotify, Google Play, iTunes. Just Google Kevin Sutton Show. You'll literally see the first 4 or 5 pages is just all stupid pictures of Kevin.
That's not.
It's true.
Yeah, Google is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get that on Google because you're typing my name in.
Yeah. Well, so guys, it is football season. Football season is back.
Oh yeah.
But before that, Myers give me the finger.
I want to remind our listeners the Kevin Sutton Show is sponsored by Cruz and Pesquera, PA.
Yeah.
You may be involved in a car accident and you have an attorney already, but you know what? You just don't feel like things are moving. Well, Cruz and Pesquera, they offer free case evaluation. That's right, free. No strings attached. They'll take a look. You know, everything may be good or things could be missing. That's Cruz and Pesquera, PA, where you're not just family. I mean, you're not just a client. You're family. 407-841-0200. Office is downtown Orlando. Your I-4 lawyers. But go back.
Okay, guys. So football season. All right. So we already do this anyway, but I actually want to keep an account of how each of us does each week. You know, why not? We get bragging rights, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, last week Nick and I had a bet regarding the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers game, and out of all the outcomes, that game tied. So who do we owe each other $1, or how does that work, Nick? What do we do?
You want to you got $1 in your wallet? We can switch dollars.
Is that what?
That's kind of how it feels, right?
Yeah.
I feel like I should win because Cleveland tied. I mean, everyone would have just. I mean, the Steelers were 8-point favorites in that game. That's all I'm saying.
You know. I will say that the tie game is actually a win for Cleveland.
It feels like a win for Cleveland.
I'll say that, but I'm so disappointed in Pittsburgh. Why
are you disappointed? They do this to you every year.
I know.
This is what you got to bet again this week,
right? Well, Kevin, I asked you to get a pin.
We should do $1 bet of the week.
Do you have? Is there a? Did you grab the pen or did you lose it already?
I lost it already, but I got it back.
Okay. All right. So what I need you to do is write everyone's name. Just P for Phil.
I got you.
Okay. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna pick 3 or 4 games each week, and we're all gonna just try to give our predictions on who we think is gonna win. That sound cool?
Sounds good.
Nick, you are engulfed in this 24/7. So I'm gonna have you start. Which 3 games are you interested in the most this week? You can play the football theme if you don't mind.
I'm caught a little unaware here. Hold on a second. Let me.
I got mine ready. I'm suited up.
You want me to give us notice before this?
Yeah.
Phil?
Are we all picking the same games?
Yes. So you are going to move the line for us.
Okay. So you want me to pick the games?
Yes, and then we will give our opinions on who's.
You ready, Kevin?
Win.
You ready?
All right. Why don't we start Jags Patriots? Why don't
Okay.
we start with that? They play on Sunday, AFC Championship rematch.
Easy.
We'll start with that one.
All right.
I'm going to take the Jaguars.
You're going to take the Jaguars. Is there a
Not
reason
gonna
why?
happen.
I think that the Jaguars defense is the best defense in the NFL. I think Brady doesn't have anybody to throw to. And also, this is the kind of game that means more to the Jaguars than it does the Patriots. It's a long season. The Patriots know this. They start 1-1, 2-2, plenty of years, and end up back in the Super Bowl. We'll all overreact after they lose this game. But to me, this is the kind of game that the Jaguars kind of feel like they need more. They're at home. I think the Jags win this one.
Okay, Rich?
I'm going with the Jags, too.
Going with the Jaguars, too?
I think that the heat and the humidity is going to get to the Patriots later in the game.
Yeah, okay. I'll go next. I'm also going to say I'm going for Jacksonville. Nick is right. The Patriots don't have anybody to throw to, and I saw that Des Bryant was kind of pandering to the Patriots on Twitter. Sign me. So I'm going to go with the Jaguars.
It's getting sad for Des.
Kevin?
I'm with the Jags, man.
All right.
I'm tired of the guy, man.
Man, I thought I was going to be against the grain here.
No,
I thought all
you're
you
not
guys would go Patriots.
Myra's probably going to say something.
No, she's taking the Patriots.
Myra?
Jeez.
You have
I'm
to
going to
be the
go with the
tiebreaker.
Jacksonville Patriots. I got you guys. I got you. I'm going with the Pats.
All right. Brandon?
I'm going to go with the Patriots.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nick?
Get your dollars ready,
All
man.
right, so Kevin, you wrote that down?
Yep. Myra's
right.
with the Patriots.
And everyone else with the Jags.
Everybody else is Jags?
All right.
And Brandon.
Yeah, I'm with the
Brandon was
Patriots. Don't leave me out now.
Oh, Patriots too?
I'm not a Patriots fan, but I know they're going to win that one.
Yep.
Come on, man.
right.
Jazz couldn't take the Super Bowl, but they're going to take this.
Let's keep it local here. How about the Eagles and the Buccaneers?
Eagles.
You want to go first again since we're just going
Sure.
around? All right.
Fitzmagic. I'm taking the Buccaneers.
Fitzmagic. I don't like that name. I don't like it.
I feel like they could do more with the beard.
Yeah.
Like, we don't do enough with the beard. I'm going to take the Bucs.
Okay, after showing that game last week, scoring 48 points, I'm still gonna pick the Eagles for this one.
Super Bowl champs.
I'm still gonna pick Eagles for this one because they're still a definite heavy favorite, and I don't have faith in
Super
Tampa.
Bowl champions.
I don't have. Yeah, but it's very hard to do to repeat. But I'm still gonna,
talk to the
not
Pats.
to win the Super Bowl, just to win the next game after the Super Bowl.
But I'm gonna say Philadelphia on this one. So me and Nick, we disagree. So
All right, Rich, where you at?
I'm going to go with Philadelphia on this one. I think that the Bucs need to prove that their defense can stop somebody.
Kevin.
I'm going with the Bucs, Chuck.
Bucks.
Myra.
Eagles. Soaring high.
I guess I got to go with the Eagles on this one, too.
Okay.
How many games are we picking here? Is it 3?
Yeah,
4?
you can do one more because we're almost out of time.
Okay, one more. I want to make this a little more. How about Vikings, Packers,
I was
Sunday?
waiting for you to pick this one,
Ooh.
Nick. I was waiting for you to pick this one.
This is the game I want to hear what you guys have to say
easy.
about.
Oh, okay. Go ahead, Phil. Go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers is a god.
He's out of the
That's
game,
weak.
though.
That's weak.
Well,
Yeah,
we don't
That's
know.
weak.
He's going. I think he's going to
Yeah,
play.
you think so?
He's gonna play. He was high as hell last game, and he still pulled it out.
All right,
They
all right.
almost were gonna
Let's
lose.
ask our guest, Brandon, because he's diehard too. Brandon, where you at with that?
I'm going to have to go with the Vikings on this game.
What? And tell us why.
Brandon is smart.
I'm smart. Hey, I mean, I just think that, coming back off that injury, I mean, coming back off that injury, I mean, I think that the Vikings, are going to put up a good match in the secondary, probably get a couple picks, and they got a pretty decent run support.
All right.
All right. Rich, where you at?
I'm going to go with the Vikings on this one. Yeah, great
Kevin.
defense. Great defense.
Great defense.
Vikings all day.
Myra.
Cheesehead.
Okay.
I'm
Green
going
Bay.
Packers.
And Nick.
I'm going to take the Vikings, Kirk Cousins. I think the Vikings win this game
Always
easily.
about my
You're gonna go.
Vikings.
You're gonna go. The Vikings are gonna win every single game for you.
No. They'll lose some. I
Is the game in
I
Green
will be
Bay or
wrong
is it-
on those
It's
picks,
in
but they
Green
will
Bay.
lose some.
It's in Green Bay. Okay.
The game is in Green Bay.
It's still too early. It's still going to be.
I can't
warm,
wait
so.
till next week. We can see
All
where we're
right,
at.
Kevin, you wrote it down.
Yeah,
Bring
and then
your
where were you
singles.
at, Phil? You said
I
the
said
Vikings.
I said Green Bay.
Green
He
Bay?
said Green Bay.
Oh, okay.
Aaron Rodgers is a gold.
And Brandon Westmart till the last pick. So
So let's get out of here, Kevin. Let's go.
Hey, all right, we got it.
Kevin's
hey,
the
man, I love
secretary
you
of the
guys.
team.
I know I hate that. Love you guys. Keep on doing what you do. Stay focused. Get out there. Like I said, once again, if you're not registered to vote, get it done now so you can be involved. Don't be like my man, Nick. Don't waste time. Get it lined up. Love you guys. Stay focused.